We live, baby. What's up, y'all?
We in here.
Was
Episode
good.
We in here.
27.
27.
7. Bro,
27.
every episode we do, I'm like, damn, we still going. We ain't just burn out. We ain't just fizz out like some people be doing. Not calling out nobody specific, but
nobody.
TTE, man.
It's more of a call out for ourselves, like, bro.
Yeah.
To the end,
What we had to do.
we're going down like the Titanic. We're going down with the ship.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. 3 episodes away from the drink.
Hey.
3 episodes away from the drink.
Sir.
It might land on a NBA episode too.
It will land on an NBA episode.
Episode 30. Every 10 episodes, Paula's gonna hook us up with a drinky drink of his preference for us to give a try.
Yep. Y'all suggestions, drop it in the comments. Paula, check it out.
Yeah. Drop some suggestions in the comments for Paula to look over. Man's got his ugly sweater on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go Pack, go! I got some, TTE.
BFE, baby. BFE.
Peter got his Black Force Energy.
Black Force Energy.
Merch to come soon if y'all want to purchase. We'll keep y'all posted on that. We're still a little ways from that, but we still in the preseason. Keep in mind.
Oh yeah. Not far from the kickback. Vegas.
Yes, sir.
As soon as we get to the kickback, that'll be like season 1.
Yeah.
That'll be the end of the preseason.
Live episode. That'll be a Saturday night. We're gonna do a live episode, right?
Live episode. That's gonna be lit, bro. That's gonna be fun.
Yes, sir.
It might not have as good as quality as these ones, but y'all gonna have it. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah. Let's get it.
But hey, man, before we get started, I want to call out something that we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, man. Some people have been taking our bold takes on some of these live TV shows, man.
No lie.
They've been big stealing everything that we've been calling out. For instance, last week on Thursday, Peter brought up, and it was a great point we all agreed with. He said, "Yo, if LaMelo gets the Hornets into the top half of the East, he got to be in the MVP conversation." Guess what the conversation was a couple days later on First Take.
Hey, real quick, y'all saw the Lonzo shot?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Lonzo shot with the poles. I think, son on Lonzo. I think, son on Lonzo. I love that. I'm like, get it, Lonzo. So man. Their well runs dry fast with the teams that they can talk about, man. They're not complex souls, man.
They can only run back to LeBron James and the Lakers so many times. Like they were
many times, bro.
The Lakers are on the cusp of being irrelevant. Like,
yeah.
Y'all said that for the last 3 weeks. Can we be healthy first?
3 years. Yeah.
Anyway,
tuning in for the real and many other great people around.
Damn fools. Anyways, man, this is one of the most popular segments. I say this every time because it is, man. We spend a lot of time here. We love it.
This or that, baby.
Finally got a segment. It's called On the Spot now, right?
On the spot. This one's on the spot.
On the spot.
All right, yes, sir. First question, man. What was the song you listened to the most in 2021?
I didn't. My Apple Music playlist didn't drop yet. So that when it showed, because I listen to Apple Music, so it hasn't shown which one played yet.
Song I listened to the most in.
But if you can think of one that you.
Young Go. Easy.
I think one. Dang, man. Sir, the dude that signs with Kendrick's label. Called? It's a song called Move. Him and song called Move. That one, the beat and stuff, I just be in work, it gets at least an hour to work. You know what I'm saying?
Mine was Feeling Myself by Kodak Black.
Hey. Y'all know in camp, there was a 36-hour period Remigo's dab was on repeat when Cam signed back.
Kodak Black?
That was a 36-hour block where dab was on repeat right when Cam signed back.
I can't say that I've ever heard a Kodak Black song.
Yeah, that song's been playing the whole year for me, feeling myself. Got have a chance listen to that song, man. It's a vibe, man. It's a vibe.
I don't think I've ever listened to a Kodak Black song for real. Kodak. But yeah, y'all should check out Young Go. Those of y'all watching, he's a smaller artist. You know what I'm saying? Cover 3, they see me back in my zone. I could back and let it go like I was Patrick Mahomes.
Right, I gotta. I know Mood is probably the one.
Yeah, listen to that Kodak Black song.
I'm a sucker for samples. I hear that's why. That's why old Kanye is like my favorite. I'm just a sucker for samples, bro. I hear a sample is gonna be on repeat, bro.
I gotta listen to that Kodak now. Just to say that I've listened, so I'm not ignorant to it. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
All right. Next one. What is your top 5? What is your top 5 rapper?
Ooh.
The top 5 rapper.
I love that question.
As of right now.
Our top 5 rappers as of right now. I love that question.
Go ahead, so let me think a second.
Top 5 rappers. Go ahead, Bob.
Mine right now is YG, J. Cole, Young Thug, Kodak Black, and Gunna. Oh, actually, let me check out Gunna. Put Drake in there.
Top 5 rappers right now.
That's mine.
I'm about to go Cole. Well, no order. You got Cole, you got Kendrick, Andy Mineo, KD, and a 5th. It had to be Drake, man, because I still do just be kind of slapping this stuff like normal too. So
yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna try to stay relevant to the question, right? Top 5 rappers right now. Damn. I gotta go J. Cole just because he released something recently. Young Go, I gotta put Young Go up there. I know he ain't a big artist right now, but I gotta put him up there. Drake definitely gotta be up there. Big Sean.
Oh, man.
I gotta put Big Sean up there. He had something dropped just recently. And damn. That 5th spot is hard. Actually, I'm gonna go Andy Mineo, the dude that Vita put me on, that he put in his list. Him and Seppo put me on that. He pretty nice.
I don't know who that is. Andy Mineo?
I didn't know him either until we was throwing all our playlists in the chat, and I was like, "Who is this?" And they put me on game. He's pretty nice. He's different.
New York, yeah, he's from New York, bro. He's from New York.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send me that thing.
I'll send it to you. Yeah, he's from New York. He just moved down to Georgia now again. He's like, I don't want to say he's a small. So what do we consider a small artist? Real quick.
I mean,
let me run you his numbers. I think he has like across social media, he probably got between 500 to 700K followers.
If he ain't playing on the radio, I consider him a small artist, right?
Okay, so then Andy Mineo would be a small. Like
because like to his local hometown, he probably all over the radio.
Yeah.
But if he's not on like Hot 92,
but also I know in Mineo's case that's more intentional. He doesn't like. He was like, "Yo, that's not my crowd, so I don't even send my stuff over there."
I might even take Andy Mineo out and put Toby in there because Toby's recent stuff, bro.
Toby, Deuce would cuss us out because we ain't say nothing about Toby.
Toby,
yeah, Deuce
y'all put me on Toby too.
Yeah. Damn, I don't know Toby either.
Deuce put me on Toby years ago.
I didn't know Toby either, bro.
I'm talking about Toby must have like just started dropping stuff, and Deuce was like, "Yo, you need to check him out." But you know, we do it everything with Deuce. If Deuce said to try out a Reese's, we would all be like, I don't know, man. Everything
I gotta question it.
Deuce was literally the first person for the longest who knew about Toby. He was going to his shows, like pulling up on him and stuff. So yeah, Toby's that dude.
Toby Inigwe, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I listen to so many West Coast rappers. I don't really listen to any other rapper like that.
He's a mix between West Coast and the South.
Same. He's nice though. He reminds me of I can't really compare him to anybody.
He's always throwing up the West, but he was pretty much founded in Texas. So like, I still don't really know. Like, he says it in his song. He's like, I throw up the West, but, you know. I think when he kind of blew up, that's when he was doing a lot of stuff around Texas.
He got some nice flow though. He's nice.
Yeah.
I just listen to mainly West Coast though.
To me, his visuals is the best in the game, hands down. What he does with his visuals is the best in the game, hands down. So, Toby. I could throw Toby on that.
Next one. If you can invite any 3 celebrities, dead or alive, to dinner, who would it be?
I know one automatically. One automatically is Dave Chappelle. I want to go Chappelle. That's one. One is Dave Chappelle. Y'all can go 2. I know one for. I just know for a fact. I'm gonna sit down and have dinner with Dave Chappelle.
Hey, Melissa said Drake 1 through 5. I wouldn't expect anything else. I ain't even gonna argue with it either.
Fact.
And he's having dinner with Drake.
That Poppy's Home track on his new song. That told you sucker for seven, man.
Yeah.
3 celebrities.
He's also having dinner with Drake. You're gonna be at the table like his album cover, trying to figure out who's gonna split the bill.
Denzel gotta be at my dinner. Denzel Washington. Keanu Reeves.
I wouldn't call him a celebrity. I would call him he's in the NFL, so I'm gonna say Kevin King, so I can teach him what coverage looks like.
Daddy's
Dave
home.
Chappelle. Dave Chappelle will be one of them. And then yeah.
So
I'm gonna say Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
You know who? I'm not gonna lie. My table will be heavy. I lean heavy to comedians. So Dave Chappelle, for a fact, will be at the table. Another guy who I've taken big interest in, who's been dope, is Bill Burr. I don't know if y'all heard Bill Burr. Bill Burr's a comedian. Dude's tight, man. I'm not gonna say he blew up by it because he was already settled, but he had like a rant where he snapped on a crowd in Philadelphia. He was like, yo, it's like a 72-hour festival and you guys are booing people, you know what I'm saying, 24 hours into the festival. He just kind of snapped on the whole city, roasting them. And it kind of became a thing. I'll be interested in talking with him. No, my bad. I know my 3. Dave Chappelle, Trevor Noah, Michael Shea. I want to sit down with those 3 guys. Dave Chappelle, Trevor Noah, and Michael Shea. That's how you pronounce his last name.
I'll take out Dave Chappelle. I put Draymond Green in there. It's gonna be funny.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna take Denzel off. Keanu Reeves. Kobe Bryant. And Jake Paul.
Jake Paul. Why Jake Paul?
Jake Paul. Because have him at a table with dudes that's just gonna like, look, bro, keep it real. Like, you can't be a faker at that table, bro.
Yeah.
You sitting in front of Keanu Reeves and Kobe Bryant. You can't be a faker at that table, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be a faker at that table. Plus, I want to know, bro. Like, is it real? Like, is the reason you really not fighting Tyson Fury's little brother because you didn't want to take the dope test? That's why you back to fighting Tyron Woodley, not because bro got an injury. Come on, dog.
You know what? Let me take off Michael Shea because I feel like I should have a dead person at my table too. I mean, RIP, not to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me get somebody at my table too. I want Abe Lincoln. You know
Abe Lincoln. Why? Okay,
Why
why?
Abe?
I want to hear it.
Dave Chappelle
Mm.
and Abe Lincoln at the same table. Dave Chappelle and Abe Lincoln and Trevor Noah at the same table. Can you imagine that conversation? I wouldn't even say nothing. I'd just be there chilling.
This
And
the
Dave
first
and Trevor,
question from Dave. Was you really about the brothers?
Yeah, was you really?
Was you really about the brothers?
Hey, be real. What was that all about, man? Was you looking out for us? Or, what was going on? And then I want to know on Abe's behalf too. Is like, hey, he's early in the game, so maybe we could get some Illuminati-ish information out of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you know you was gonna get folded that day? Did you? You know what I'm saying?
Did you really get folded that day?
Yeah. If you could, Dave and Trevor would do the interview for me, and I'd just be able to sit there and just kick it. Be live on IG, like, yo, I'm here with David. Yeah.
Damn. There's a lot of celebrities out there. I'll take out Kevin King. I'll spare him I'll spare him the coverage talks. So my three will be Jamie Foxx, Draymond Green, and then freak. What was my third one?
Now let's say there's a random world because these are busy guys. While you think about that Dave and Trevor can't show up, and Abe might be busy. I'm like, well, who are you gonna invite? I guess just Selena then. I guess just Selena has to show up, and we'll eat this medium cheese pizza with hot sauce on it together.
This was stupid.
Well, in that case, I think Aaliyah needs to come to dinner. We have the same birthday. Just for random facts, doesn't mean anything at all. But
no. Oh hell no! Yeah, I'll add Drake to that mix too. Jamie Foxx and then Draymond.
That's a great three. That's a good question.
Next one. If animals could talk, which species would be the rudest?
Gorillas.
No, the rudest.
Gorillas.
Don't say gorillas. Gorillas is Deuce's favorite animals, and he gonna feel some.
I don't think gorillas.
I'm gonna ask him though.
It's Deuce's fault for not being on the episode.
I'm gonna say birds. Any type of birds. I think they'll be rude, man. They'll just. I don't know, man. I just feel like if they can talk, they can just mess with you the whole damn day. Go inside your house, outside your house, anytime they want to. Poop on your head if they wanted to.
Hey, you know who I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go with mice. Because mice gonna run around your crib like, I'm eating your food, nigga.
Yeah,
I bet you wanted these crackers.
Nah.
I just took a dump in your underwear.
Yeah. Groundhogs. Yeah, you got to think about what Soy just said with the mice. Y'all ain't figured this out yet. Y'all got to wake me up to come about this hole and figure it out all this time. And y'all need me to know if it's going to be more winter or not. Nah, I'm out of here, man.
He come out the hole like,
yeah, it wouldn't be
I want to give y'all more winter or
not?
No?
It would never be a satisfying one. You know what I'm saying? It'll never be a pleasant visit. He'll always be mad because we make him come about this hole to figure something out.
He gonna be coming out like, do I want to give y'all more winter or no?
Yeah.
Yep. Going back in my hole.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, next one. What outrageous conspiracy theory do you think is logical?
What's the last part?
What?
So what outrageous
conspiracy theory do you think actually seems logical?
The Freemasons running the United States, basically. The Freemasons and the Rothschild. What are their names?
Rothschild.
So the Freemasons and the Rothschild. I don't know if you ever heard this conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
But they're basically the base of the Illuminati, basically. Everybody put into office and everything that happens, they're in the background controlling it. So it's like, for instance, where Barack was in office, he was just essentially a white dude with a black face, saying, "This is everything that's gonna happen the way we need to happen." Then Trump come into office. I'm gonna call it what it is. He did some great things. He had the prison reform. Everybody that had nonviolent prison sentences, he sent them home. Biden comes back in. Biden sent all the asses back to jail.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think there's got to be a whole lot of truth behind the Rothschilds and the Freemasons running everything, bro. I really don't think we voting for no presidents. I think they just saying,
yeah.
You're next.
I don't think it counts. The voting counts. I heard I don't know much about it, but it's something that I've always heard, and I think they said it too. But like the Black Wall Street Tuskegee experiment,
yup.
where they said the government blew up the whole city because they didn't want a black-owned city thriving like that, black community thriving like that. So that's one that I'm kind of like, yo, look, you act like people won't do this. So
It's such a rabbit hole, conspiracy theories, bro.
I'm gonna say the Bermuda Triangle. I think everything does disappear when they get through there.
Ooh, that's bruh. The
they
Bermuda
just had a
Triangle.
NASA article that was going around last week about they found in Antarctica or something a parallel universe where time's running backwards.
Yeah. I seen that. Yeah, I read that one.
Hey, y'all think Atlantis is real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You think there's like species down there?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of. I don't think none of the stuff we've heard of is a stretch. I just think philosophically, at the end of the day, us human beings are the only ones that actually matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what I think. Like aliens and all that stuff, cool. Like I think they are there, but I just think at the end of the day, you'd be like, do they matter? Nah, they don't. Will they mess us up? Yeah, they will.
I also think the Loch Ness monster is real, and it's just freaking Littlefoot's like great grandfather just chilling in the Norwegian Sea. It's probably not even the right place it's at, but it sounded right.
It sounded.
You just gotta say it with confidence, you couldn't?
Yeah.
Next one. What's something that doesn't really smell great, but you keep wanting to smell it anyways?
Can't smell nothing.
Gas. Pumping the gas in the car.
That's facts.
Hey, I like the smell of gas,
but
when you fart, bro, you can't say that you don't sniff a little bit to try to smell that mug.
And two, it says Snake Island. It's a conspiracy or something?
Snake Island? Oh yeah, that's a thing. But I'm saying though, y'all saying y'all don't fart and just doing
all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
That's my answer, bro. You gotta just
all the time. Hey, it ain't nothing worse because I work in machine area where we got headphones, everything's loud. You know what I'm saying? I can get away with hearing my Bluetooth, whatever. But like you can't really hear nothing. I sit there and sing all loud, and somebody has to get kind of close to hear me. Man, I be laying it loose at my machine. And if somebody walks up, I just try to walk away or walk off or point them any other way. Like, hey, man, don't come over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look out for you. So, yeah.
Other than the snakes, there are things that they don't want us to see. Snake Island, bro. All of these conspiracy theories, I'm going to find myself on YouTube for the next 3-4 days when I work watching it.
No, that's the issue with starting. Once you start, you are in there. You are deep down in there.
You got to see it through. And you can only pick one to go down because that rabbit hole is deep.
Yeah.
Like I spent a good 9 months on the Freemasons because my brother-in-law is a Freemason. He don't tell me what it is because you got to get invited. There's actually a special handshake to get inside of their Freemason building here in Utah. I thought it was fake, but since he told me that,
all of that I heard. I don't actually know a person who is one, but a lot of people around who they were like, yeah, they're one. I just don't. They're one. So yeah, that mess. What was it? The other one.
It's my brother-in-law.
I'll come back to it. Yeah, I'll come back to it. But yeah, the Freemasons definitely one. Yeah.
All right. Last one. Who is the only person that you trust that will give you a good tattoo without you knowing what it is? And what do you think they would give you?
Ooh, Serena. She's the only person I trust to give me a tattoo without me knowing what it is.
What do you think it is?
Probably picture my brother or like my brother's name or like my last name, something like that. Maybe even like she'd probably even give me like the mamba symbol. I know she wouldn't do no funny stuff though.
I don't trust nobody.
I don't trust nobody else. Nobody.
When you charge people, I don't think.
Well, for sure, no. I can't trust that guy.
You gonna have nuts on the back of your head or something, bro?
Yeah.
Man.
No, thank you.
Who can I actually trust? Who can I trust, man? I'd have to come back to that one for real.
I'm gonna say my girl, and she's probably gonna give me like either a Disney tattoo or a freaking anime tattoo. I already know it.
Anime tattoo, that's the one.
I think I would have to trust Malia.
Not even his wife. Just
Malia gets the trust. Go you, Malia.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
She gonna be like Shikamaru.
Yeah.
Vita will be extremely happy with that too.
She gonna Nato. Yeah, she'd be
All right, man. That concludes on the spot, man.
Let's go.
Vita will be extremely on the spot for episode 27, man. That dives us right into our topics for the week. Y'all know it's the NFL. Y'all know what happened week 13, man. We're gonna review week 13 real quick. What are some of the games that stood out to y'all, man? Give me one or two games. We get into that point of the season where there's 3 or 4 games every week.
Let's walk through the cement to the soil.
For sure. Let me pull it up on screen for everybody. We got
I know the first matchup that we was all watching was Chargers Bengals.
Yep.
Chargers Bengals was one. Justin Herbert's just gonna send it, bro. He's just gonna send it.
And they're gonna let him send it too.
Yeah. So that is who they are, and is scary. It's not scary because it's a good thing when you know who you are and you just live and die by it. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even. I don't even want to say from what I watched. It wasn't even that the Bengals was bad. Chargers won the 50-50 balls in the beginning. The game got really, really close. Bengals had momentum, and then that mix and fumble that turned into a recovery for a touchdown. That gave them the space, man. That gave them the space. But you wasn't here last week with us, Spotlight, but me and Soy said when we looked at the trajectory of the Bengals, even with this loss, I wouldn't give them a soiled. I wouldn't give them a soiled. Would y'all give Chargers a cemented though?
No.
As a playoff team?
I can't.
No.
I can't.
But
with
the remaining schedule that the Bengals have, I think they can't lose another.
So that's what we said. We said last week that if the Bengals did make it to the playoffs, we would mark them down as contenders because every team that they have to play is a playoff team. So they are playing playoff football for the rest of the year.
Their next 5 games is against playoff teams: San Fran, Denver, Baltimore, KC, and Cleveland.
So San Fran and Denver, we talked about last. I'm gonna give them dubs there. They better get dubs there. They need those dubs.
They got San Fran at home. They're going to be in Denver, which, to me, I think is going to be a tougher game than people are going to give them credit for. Because Denver going to control that time of possession, bro. Those 2 running backs are dangerous. Plus, they're going to be in that high altitude. That high altitude, man. They got Baltimore at home and KC at home.
Bengals been stuck in all those trap games, man. They lost a lot of those trap games in the beginning of the year that they shouldn't have lost.
Yeah.
Which put them in this bad situation they're in right now.
So Cleveland, the Cleveland game could be a real toss-up because you could get to Cleveland and Cleveland be out of the playoffs and just be like, yo, we could just soil it.
They just gonna
you know what I'm
send it.
saying?
Yeah, they gonna send it.
We could just send it. We're gonna do everything we can to get a win and get out of here. So and I know it's a preview for next week too, but because the San Francisco Bengals matchup is a redemption matchup.
Basically,
both of them are for losses. Both of them having to play each other, and with the schedules that they both have, this is a game that they both need.
I think the Bengals got a little bit more of a chance just because they came out of the game with a clear, this is why we lost.
Yeah.
The San Francisco 49ers, bro, this fool Kittle had over 120 yards, 2 touchdowns, and they still lost. To a Russell Wilson struggling, we ain't gonna make the playoffs or do anything this year team.
Yeah.
So I think San Francisco might be on the downward spiral. Their only healthy running back is Elijah Mitchell.
I agree. I think San Francisco's starting to tap out a little bit. I think they're starting to tap out, and then when we go to the QB matchup, right now I would take Burrow over Garoppolo, and I think Burrow's going to make the plays that's needed to be made to push them over. Yeah. Can see it's an afternoon game, better weather, so they won't really be. Clearly, they're going to the. Wait, no, they're at home. I'm sorry.
They're at home.
They're at home.
Frisco got some young guys on that defense that had to step up against Seattle too.
Mixon. As long as Mixon can control the game and do what he's doing, and he did everything right except for that fumble recovery for a touchdown. Like that was the swing. If Mixon can handle the game like he's been handling, Burrow can do what he threw his picks, but that it is what it is. Like I got the Bengals pulling that one out. And
I think the Bengals are like top 10 in offense and defense. So I think they got all the pieces. They just need to put it together. So
I'll be honest, it's very impressive because I don't think any of us imagined them being at this point in the season and being in the playoff race.
Oh, not at all.
They should be now.
Not at all. The biggest thing that people are not talking about is Joe Burrow's coming off a torn ACL. He's coming off a torn ACL with a Joe Mixon who was hurt most of the year last year. He played through a lot of it. You got a young Jamar Chase. You just got a lot of pieces over there that were just a lot of ifs coming into the season. Yeah. So the fact that they're doing what they're doing, man, I think says it all.
So I really, really still do think the Chargers is a playoff team.
Yeah.
And I think the ups and downs that we've been seeing from them is just like that is who they are. It's a rookie head coach, second year quarterback. You're still working through some things, but they're a team that once they get in, you're gonna be scared to play. You're gonna really be scared to play.
Oh yeah, they got a solid team. Plus, as long as Eckler stays healthy, I think they'll be all right. They've been losing. They've been losing a lot of pieces on that O-line in and out throughout the season. So.
Yep.
But let's go take a look at who the Chargers have for the rest of the way real quick. That way we can make a kind of a quick look at that. They got New York, KC, Houston, Denver, Vegas. Very winnable games. They already beat KC in KC. They're going to have KC at home. Tyreek Hill's coming off one of his worst games. Not just of the season, probably of his career, man. He had a pretty bad game.
I honestly think they can actually win our division.
Yeah.
These are very winnable games.
I think the toughest game on their schedule is going to be KC and Vegas.
But you're getting KC on a short week. Right? They play the Giants and they turn around and they play Thursday night.
Yep.
So Giants, I think Daniel Jones is going to be out for an extended period of time still.
Yeah.
Do not fall to this one. Get your dub.
Yeah, it's a trap game.
Yeah. Get prepared for KC. You got KC at home. And then KC at home, I would take the Chargers.
Yeah.
I would take the Chargers.
Tua said my dark horse is Cincy. It's weird they can't lose the rest of the games they play. They be losing to the most random teams. True, man. That's one of the biggest things we talked about too.
I'm gonna follow. There's a real chance here they could win out. there's a real chance here they could win out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like I said, man, the biggest trouble they're going to probably run to, I probably wouldn't even put Kansas City as top 3. The Kansas City will probably be the 3rd toughest on that schedule. That Denver and Vegas game, the Vegas game being the last one to kind of almost be the decisive game for them.
Yeah. So if they beat KC, they own the tiebreaker.
Yeah, just outright.
Yeah, they'll own the tiebreaker, which is a good thing. After Denver's loss to KC, again they play that sport. I wouldn't want to play them at home. You know, Denver seems to be clearly way better at home than away. Outside of the game they got Dallas.
So it says don't sleep on Houston. They trying to play spoiler. Absolutely.
They are.
Plus they got a healthy Tyrod back. Without
he might go off against his old team.
You never know, man.
Yeah.
But that's who the Chargers have the rest of the way. Very winnable games. Maybe one loss in there somewhere. But we can't put anything past the Chargers, man. The Chargers are gonna charge us. We thought they were gonna soil this game this last week, so
yeah.
The other game, big game to watch, we'll actually save it for last. But the Broncos and the Chiefs was another one.
Yep.
Broncos and the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes had a very underwhelming game, in my opinion.
He's been grading under like a 75 QB rating the last 5 games.
He had a 57 in this one.
If his name wasn't Patrick Mahomes, you'd be throwing him in the bum category. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
You really would. If his name wasn't Patrick Mahomes, you would be treating him like Chiefs fans treat Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, yep.
If his name wasn't Patrick Mahomes and he won a Super Bowl, you would treat him the same way people decide to treat Lamar. And people I've seen people try to talk about the tip passes for interceptions, but those you can't have that many that's that random no more. You know what I'm saying? I could give you 1 or 2, but when you're up to this many because of that, clearly something has to change. So it was an ugly win.
USAA is made
Chris Jones being in the middle defense. He's the MVP of that team. That team's gonna go as far as he goes with them. But on this case, I will cement KC as a playoff team only because I can't put my stock into the Raiders right now.
Yeah.
Because even though we talk about ups and downs, I trust the Chargers more than I trust the Raiders. And this will be an absolute soil for me for Denver because this was your one chance to try to get up and you couldn't do it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So
Tua will answer your question right after this. That's a good question. Of course, Tua got to make it about the Ravens, but
yeah.
But that's one of the other games we're looking at, and then lastly, the big game. Actually, before we get into the last game, Tua's question: with the last of the Mohicans and the Ravens secondary, do you think we make a playoff run? Marlon Humphrey's out for the season. Now we have nothing but rookies. Honestly, in my opinion, yes.
Yes,
there's no reason Marlon Humphreys makes too much of a difference in that whole secondary. You can't tell me Marlon Humphreys locked down 1/3 of the field.
Yeah.
And that the other dudes that were complimenting him didn't do work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think that AFC is just so wide open and there's no clear favorite for that side. So I think there's plenty time for a run.
Yeah. I think they find a way to make it into the wild card.
They'll be in there. And D-line, you just gotta hope the D-line can continue to keep up to where they're supposed to be. I'm missing his name right now, but their rookie DN, who's been kind of coming along here. I like him. God, I'm missing his name.
He'll throw it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll throw it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Ravens do make a run for the playoffs. As far as do they make the playoffs, it's so wide open, man. The Steelers even put their name back in that conversation with the win against the Ravens.
Me and Tua did have a conversation and something because we I had FaceTimed him on that last 2-point play just to kind of watch that with him, and then I told him I was like maybe the best thing. Maybe the best thing that happened for Baltimore is to go into the playoffs without a bye week. Because last time they had a bye week, they took an L to the Titans. You know what I'm saying? I don't think right now you want to. Weird to say, I don't think Baltimore would want a bye week. I think they just want to keep running, and that's what's going to keep them on course. So,
Bless you. Plus, that team goes as Lamar Jackson goes, right?
yeah.
Even if the defense is hurt, Lamar Jackson has been without two of his top running backs all season. No Gus Edwards, no J.K. Dobbins. He has to wait a minute for his receiver to get healthy. Hollywood Brown's been dropping passes. Mark Andrews dropped a bunch of key passes, and they still find a way to win. He threw 4 picks last week 12. Still won. So
even having a rough game like this week, still close. So,
but big game of the week, man. Big game of the week. The Patriots and the Bills. This game spoke for itself, man. I said this to Paula earlier when we were playing. I said this got to be one of the most embarrassing losses by any team in the last couple of years in sports. Not even just in the NFL, in sports. Like, you let Mac Jones throw the ball 3 times.
yeah.
He threw the ball 3 times. And they ran the ball on you all game.
All game.
It's almost, I think it's as bad as the Falcons losing that 24-3 lead in the Super Bowl. Because that's just Tom Brady being Tom Brady.
It was when I was able to kind of sit back and really watch. I missed live watching the Diggs drop for the touchdown. Third quarter, like 8 minutes left. Diggs dropped that touchdown.
She checks the play sheet, goes
the
for
one
2.
chance you
Julie
had,
Yard Seltzer.
They was in the red zone a good amount, and they just couldn't capitalize. And that's where the issue comes with this team. Look at like the stats: 99 yards rushing compared to 222, and been pretty emphatic all year talking about, hey, you got to run the ball, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just across the league, if you're consistently running the ball, you're controlling the clock, you're controlling the game. These are 2 playoff teams. These are still 2 playoff teams. The scary part for the Bills is next week they got the Bucks, and then they still got to go to New England. So I don't.
New England that haven't opened their pass game yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Buffalo soiled it on this game. I said this last week. I said that, that the Patriots were gonna come out, win it, and it was gonna be a statement game, and it might be the soil moment for them. And I think it is. It's such a morale hit for them. The fact that they took it from the field into the post game conference. Coach didn't give no credit. Players walking off angry. That to me says, like, yo, we got punched in the mouth and we didn't know how to respond. Like, that's not bad sportsmanship or nothing. That's just, we got punched in the mouth the way that we ain't never been punched in the mouth before. And we don't know how to respond to it.
Yeah.
Tua said that's the mastermind behind the team.
Yeah. It's Bill, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I think we could match the Patriots roster up against every other team around, and we'd be like, man, this team's roster isn't really better than that many people's teams. You know what I'm saying? But if you was to put them on Madden, it's like you got a bunch of 79 to 81 overall players at every position, but they're all playing great, and that's what coaching does, man. That's what coaching does.
There's 79 and 81 overall players that stay in their lanes, that play their zones, that stay on their man. That's the difference. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing we look at in college. Everybody on Saban's team, in the right place, at the right time, doing the right things. Nobody trying to be a superstar because they know they got that Bama on the back of their jersey. We're going to make it to the NFL anyways.
Yeah, Belichick gave that fool Josh Allen 1 year of fame. What does he do with it the next year?
Hey, so that's facts. That's facts. Molessi said he came out of the game knowing that Josh Allen has a rocket arm, throwing the ball in the 50-mile-per-hour winds. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
The Diggs
And it didn't look like it was windy either.
The Diggs TD was a dot, bro. Like he really can. Again, power. My issue that he had was the last play of the game. I would just throw the Diggs. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, give Diggs a chance. You passed up Beasley and you passed up Diggs to try to go back to game. I was like, yo, what are you doing, bro? I was like, you gotta look, man. Again, I'm the person in that moment. If I got a 4th and 14, I'm gonna send it to my best guy and be like, yo, just go do something for me. And so that we all know Allen has a cannon, bro, but shoot, you better hope who is it? Well, no AFC teams have that's gonna go for the #1 spot has good weather in the dome. That's why people love when the Colts was winning. They go play in the dome.
Oh yeah.
Have to win. When Peyton Manning and them was always #1 seed, we go play in the dome. Ain't got to worry about the weather.
It's -20 outside, but we get to play inside. Okay, we ain't mad at that. But
yeah,
that's one of the big games of the week. I got the Bills soiling it, man. I know y'all said that you still got them. You know, they're not soiled, they're not cemented, but I got them soiling it, man.
So they're still cemented to me. They're still cemented. Both of these teams will see each other, and I'm even calling it a third time. We're gonna see each other a third time because Buffalo's probably gonna take that L to the Bucks. Buffalo's probably gonna take that L again to the Pats. Those are the only 2 games. Can we see who else they have?
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 games where I can say, yeah, you're probably gonna take that loss.
Let's just say he has. Oh, he just needs to make better reads. Got all the talent though. He definitely does.
Yeah, he really does, man. The Bucks, they should take an L. Going to New England, they'll probably take an L.
Hey, probably. You see how he just breezed over his team.
Playing Carolina, I feel sorry for them playing Carolina. And finish out
There it is. There it is.
Look, Tampa, L. Carolina, dub. New England, L. Atlanta, New York. They're getting 3 out of 2. They'll probably squeak in out of 7 and have to go play New England for a third time.
Finishing off 10-7. Let's actually see what that puts them in the playoff race.
10-7.
Carolina's kind of a trap game, though. They have a great defense.
Hell yeah, we a trap game.
Trap game, man.
A trap game.
That could be an L. Like
yeah, we just fired a coordinator, baby. You know what I'm saying?
This was so dumb. So
we just fired a coordinator.
They're at number 7 right now. They got the same record as the Colts with 1 less loss because the Colts haven't had a bye week yet. And I think the Colts got a bye week this week. One of the latest bye weeks of the year. The Colts and the Eagles have a bye week this week. So
right now they're at 7.
No, man. I think the Colts might sneak in there at 7, man. They might knock the Bills up out of there. The Colts have some very, very winnable games the rest of the season.
Yeah, they do.
Well, what games do they got?
Colts got New England, Arizona, Vegas, and Jacksonville. They might drop one of those games.
Let me see that again. Let me see.
And they got New England after a bye.
I think they drop Arizona, and I think they beat New England because they're going to be at home against New England.
I think they drop against New England, honestly. I think they win against Arizona. I don't think Arizona's going to be 100% because they're going to be facing the rest of their division, too. So
that's true. They're going to be beat up.
Yeah. And then,
but I think they were smart the way they did it because they got Hot back this week or last week. They got Hot back. They got Kyler back. Kyler looking refreshed. I think they're going to be getting Edmonds back. So calling it now, Titans will soil it. Eagles should just take a bye the rest of the season. Yes, please. Yes, please. Just give it up.
What if?
Give it up.
What if? What if they drop both? What if the Colts drop the Patriots and the Cardinals? I don't think there's no way in.
No, there's no way in for them. They can't drop both.
The Bills will have to lose a trap game, but I don't think they drop both personally. I think they beat New England.
would be way more inclined to give them the New England game than to give them turning around and going to Arizona on the West.
I think they beat New England just for the fact that they can run the ball just as well as New England can, but they also have a Carson Wentz who he's I'm not gonna say that he's doing great. He's having a pretty solid season up to this point. He's starting to trend up. Carson Wentz can always Carson Wentz and like twist his ankle and be out the rest of the year.
Man, they just played Tampa Bay to a hell of a game too, man.
It was a hell of a morale game for them, man. Going into the bye week, losing to Tampa, barely
beating Houston, and then so yeah, man. That's gonna be a good game, man. That's gonna be a really good game.
And they got the tiebreaker over Buffalo too.
Yep.
They blew Buffalo off the breaks, man.
Like I said, man, I think Buffalo after that loss, man, these dudes are.
Yeah, I think Buffalo loses against Bucks this week.
Those dudes are hurt. Their defense, their offense might not be hurt because they still got Dawson Knox, they got Stephen Diggs, they got Devin Singletary. But I think that defense is so hurt, bro. Like,
and they don't have Tre'Davious White. Like, their back lockdown corner.
think about back in high school, right? When you played that team that you know you wasn't gonna beat, and they beat the brakes off you. Like, the first game that came to my mind is Poly versus Jordan. We was at their homecoming, bro. 63-2, and
that
2 was.
Damn.
I don't want to talk about it.
One thing I can say about that game was, and again, we can't do the what ifs.
Yeah.
But they only had the touchdown off the one long run. And they brought it up this morning. If it wasn't for the one touchdown run and the 22-yard run, that was 80, close to 90 of the 222 that they put together. Which is the point of why you run the football like that, is to beat up a team. You know what I'm saying?
Freaking Molessi, dude.
So they got an alcoholic defensive captain.
The fact.
Oh yeah. Man.
It's just another headline that they did not need.
I'm not gonna. If the Bills don't make the playoffs, man, look.
Somebody getting fired. Somebody getting traded.
Somebody's gotta get fired. Somebody's gotta get fired. More than that, you need a philosophy change.
Two years ago when they went into the playoffs and everybody was excited because what was it? The Bengals lost, I think it was. That got them into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Everybody was excited, you know, it's great. Then they signed Stephen Diggs and it was like, yo, we should be here every year.
Yeah.
And to not make the playoffs this year, somebody got to get fired.
So there's
I think it's the OC.
This morning. A lot of the teams that were starting off hot and on fire and head over the heels of the league last year, those were teams that were already set before COVID happened.
Mm-hmm.
Pats last year had a lot of people opt out due to COVID. A lot of people who didn't play due to COVID. A lot of brand new people that came. So Bill took that team to 7-9. You know what I'm saying? Off of damn near picking up dudes from grocery stores. KC ran through people, but KC had 90% of their roster before COVID hit. A lot of the teams that was blowing people out had their teams before COVID hit. And now that you done put everything on tape, people have a whole entire offseason. This is why the league is starting to smooth out like this.
Yes.
People had entire off seasons now. Protocol isn't keeping people away from each other like it was.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I'm
It'll be interesting to watch the Bills over the next 2 weeks for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Hey man, before we get into the next topic, can we talk about Tua Tagovailoa, man?
Tua.
He's not the problem.
He's not the problem.
He's not
the problem.
He's not the that's crazy. He's not the problem. And I was saying earlier in the year about week 6, week 5, week 6 when he was hurt. I was
back
like,
all my words.
I'll take it all back, bro. I was like, this man, trade him to Texas. No.
Every quarterback to me deserves a year to 25 games minimum. A year to 16 to 25 games. You should know who you have. I'm not saying they're going to be the best version of themselves, but you should be like, okay, this guy's got enough that we can work with. We need to move off of him. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. this Tua's not the problem, and we say this every time the draft comes. Drafting a QB will not fix bad coaching and a bad GM. It never will. Drafting a quarterback will not fix bad coaching and a bad GM. Period.
So in this
It's
case,
not gonna
then,
do it.
in this case for Miami, who needs to go? The coach, offensive coordinator,
No.
GM, philosophy
Brian
change.
No. Brian Flores is dope. I mess with Brian Flores. I like Brian Flores, the head coach. I
think they just need a running back. That's all they need, in my opinion. Just a running back. They don't have one solid running back on their roster right now. Who's their running back right now? Ahmad.
Miles
Gaskins.
Yeah. He's good, but he's not like you need like a Alvin Kamara or Aaron Jones type of player for him to make that offense run better. So I think
his last 5 games, man, he's been playing amazing.
They have a
30 for 41,
Miami?
244, 2 touchdowns.
Miami the last 2 years, including this year and last year, the 2 years Tua has been there, has had literally the worst O-line in the NFL.
the fact.
Behind the Seahawks.
The worst O-line in the NFL, and still went 10-7, and now won 6 games in a 5-6 games in a row. You know what I'm saying? Invest in the O-line. Waddle's dope. Gesicki's dope. You know what I'm saying? You got so much draft capital. You got so much draft capital, bro, and you about to have a lot of money. You could Xavier Howard had 10 picks last year, right? And he's not even playing up to that level, bro. You could move him for a third this year. Send him somewhere where somebody wants him.
He ain't making no more noise about that contract or trade either.
Yeah.
They got some winnable games too. At the end of the season, they got the Jets, Saints, they got the Titans and the Patriots. I believe those are winnable games just because I think they locked up.
Pats for decades now have always been finding a way to lose in Miami.
Yeah. So
remember when they first brought out the Wildcat? They got blown out.
Mm-hmm.
Or when they put Gronkowski at safety, he got burned to the end zone. Took a poor angle.
Miami always finds a way to win that game in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, let's talk about what nobody else is talking about, man. Last year, Tua as a rookie, not healthy, bro. You came off a hip the year before. You're not healthy, so he's had a full year. Granted, he had his injuries in the beginning of this year.
Mm-hmm.
But he's had a full year to recover from the hip. Full year to really sit down and say, "Bet I'm this team's quarterback." Jacoby Brissett is salty. He probably wants to go get traded somewhere else to be another number 2 somewhere else. You're not gonna be a number 1, bro. You lost your chance.
Fact.
So, who's not the problem, man?
Yeah. And I think if he played in some of the games that they lost in, I think they would have won those games. Honestly,
might be in the playoff conversation.
Yeah.
Not as like a heavy favorite to make any bit of the playoff, but I think they make it a lot more interesting. A lot more interesting than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, and I think they could beat Tennessee and New England just because I think they lock up their playoff position by then.
Yeah, New England will have like let's take everybody, let's let them all be healthy going into the playoffs.
Yeah, they're probably gonna have a bye too. So honestly,
but they could finish out the season 10-7.
Mm-hmm.
Be right there in the conversation with the Colts, if the Colts go 10-7, if the Bills don't do what they need to do, finish out 10-7. What are they right now? 7-5.
Mm-hmm.
But next topic on the list is the Lions. The
Lions win.
The Lions win.
Let's
they
go.
win the game. The Detroit Lions. Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins. He's always going to be Kirk Cousins no matter what nobody say.
Yeah.
He comes off the game of his life. Pretty amazing game.
Honestly, I really don't care for who won out of that game because, we the kings of the North. But I think
well, look here, Jon Snow. That's about to end this year.
Nah, we still kings.
Yeah, man. Lions, man. That was crazy, bro. I'm a fan of Dan Campbell, bro. I'm a fan of Dan Campbell, bro. I am. You know what I'm saying?
He's a great coach, man.
He's a good coach, bro. Give him the time.
His priority is in the right place. Like,
yeah, give him the time.
Let's go Lions. Way to keep my Eagles playoff hopes alive.
Give him the time, bro. I really do think if they just let him have the time, they'll be cool here soon enough. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about this, last episode or 2 episodes ago?
Yeah.
We talked about Dan Campbell needs 3 to 5 more years. Give that man 3 to 5 more years with this quarterback, this team. Let him do what he got to do. DeAndre Swift, who's hurt this game. Keep Jamal Williams as that 1-2 back.
Yep.
They got Jamar Jefferson. Jared Goff ain't bad, but to go and draft a quarterback these next 2 years and have him sit behind Jared Goff a year or two, the king of the north is going to be leaving.
Hey, look. So remember I told y'all we did our TTE council for the Lions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. So I'll jump with Bale's train this time. We don't take Kayvon number 1. We take Aiden Hutchinson number 1. Michigan, hometown kid in town. We told y'all we're drafting this year with the expectation we're going to be top 5 next year. Bryce, DJ,
got a hell of a quarterback class coming out.
Even Spencer, and I don't like him.
He
should have the improvement. He should have the improvement to put himself back in that conversation. But you're going to have DJ and Bryce coming out next year. Take Aiden Hutchinson this year. Take him number 1. He's going to be for you what J.J. Watt was for Houston. And ride with it from there.
Yeah, because Kayvon, me and Paulo was talking about Kayvon earlier, not as Duck fans, as just fans.
That's just
Kayvon is not a game changer, bro.
He's not.
He's not a game changer.
So my philosophy on defensive ends has changed from when I first liked it. From when I first liked the position, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for one thing in my defensive ends now. Motor. Are they running 100% every play? You know what I'm saying? That's it. If I'm a good coach, I'll handle the rest. But if I know every single play, I'm going to get the best from you, TJ Watt type of stuff, cool. The rest can be handled from it. Jared Allen, them type of dudes, then we can deal with the rest. But like one thing I look at progression too. Kayvon came in early, got all the accolades you could get as a freshman. So we love to love that ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Then look at a player like Aiden Hutchinson, like, yo, this dude clearly has gotten better every single year. That's what I'm starting to roll with. Players who have that motor.
Plus, I mean, the fact that he quickly opted out of the Alamo Bowl, and he said, "Look, I'm gonna declare for the draft. I'm not gonna play in the Alamo Bowl."
Yeah.
That tells me he's a little bit more about himself. Like, yeah, go get your money, dog. Go get your money in the NFL. You ain't gonna see through what you committed to. You ain't gonna see it through. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
You gotta see it through.
I think picking up Aiden Hutchinson right now is just like the best move they could do for themselves, especially after a Michigan win and how Michigan's looking. Like, that's a quick way to pull your community together, like just that team and that fan base. Because you take Aiden Hutchinson number 1, the fan base will be like, okay, we're taking steps. We're okay. Like we this is something we can get behind.
Crystal ball, screw you. Yes, thank you, Molessi. Hey, Molessi.
Yeah. Yes. Crystal ball.
Screw you. Screw you. This is from Oregon Ducks fan. But also, I said this before. I'm not going to say it in the way I said it offline. But they just requested to interview Kalani Sitake. We don't want you. We don't want you. Look, everything you're doing at BYU, that's great. Just keep it at BYU. Stay in Provo. We don't need you in Oregon, dog. Come on, man. Because All right. Here's my thing on certain Polynesian coaches. Not all of them. I'm not gonna put all of them in this bubble. I'm gonna just talk about certain ones. Kalani being one of them. You hire this coach. You hire Kalani. You bring Reno Mahe over. You bring a whole lot of Polynesian coaches over. You just alienate a whole other bunch of creativity and types of players that you're looking for. BYU is the school that they are because of the type of staff that they have. You attract a bunch of Polynesian players. You got Polynesian running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. Come on, dog. We went from recruiting people from Miami. We had an Alabama commit. This dude lives in Alabama. Committed to Oregon. We lose our coach, he decommits. It was like, that's the end of that. They was also talking about bringing back Chip Kelly. I don't want you neither. No.
Please no.
Stay at UCLA.
Please no.
I know what I'm gonna get from. Hold on, let me change. Hold on, let me.
Besides,
I gotta change the camera.
Please no.
I gotta change the camera.
Please no.
We don't want you, Chip Kelly. No, we don't want you. Come on. Damn.
Yeah, that college coaching becoming a mess, man. For me.
Where's Sarkisian at? Where's Sarkisian? I'll take Sarkisian. I know you just chilling waiting for a job.
I think Ed Orgeron. What's his name?
Or whatever. Come on, come on, raspy voice Ed. Come on.
I know.
We need some edge on our O line, D line, bro.
It's hilarious, bro.
Bring everything that you recruited at LSU over here. Come on, Ed. Ed, you probably ain't never gonna watch
to UCLA like you wanted to talk to UCLA.
Look, Ed. Now, since nobody really gonna see this except first taking all them other dudes and take our takes, Ed, Steve, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Sarkisian, I know you got all your stuff going on. It ain't Urban Meyer like, so that's cool. Come on over, dog. My bad. That's the end of my rant. We don't want Kalani Sitake. You're a great coach for BYU, not for Oregon. Thank you.
God no, please, thank you. Good rant.
All right, man. Next subject is Week 14 preview. We're gonna go over Week 14 real quick. We got cemented or soiled. We'll go through the schedule just to show you what games are in Week 14. But we're gonna be looking at the cemented or soiled for Week 14. We got the Steelers and the Vikings on Thursday. Ravens Browns. It's gonna be a good one to watch. Playoff implications for sure.
So Steelers Vikings was supposed to be on cemented and soiled.
Yeah.
But I was glad.
It was, but they both soiled it.
They both soiled it. Yeah.
They both soiled it. But one of them's hella gonna soil it right here.
That's true. It's gonna be the Vikings.
It's gonna be the Vikings. I got a feeling it's gonna be.
It's gonna be the Vikings. It's gonna be the Vikings.
It's gonna be the Vikings. It has to be.
It really has to be. But I got the Vikings winning though.
Kirk Cousins going Kirk Cousins. You like that?
I got the Vikings winning.
TJ Watt about to be all over that backfield. They have no Dalvin Cook. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm gonna take the Vikings on this one, man.
Oh no, I think they find a way. I don't know.
I gotta go Steelers.
Loser of this game. We're not playoffs. Bro.
Me personally, I really think the Vikings is out of the playoffs already, just from that Lions loss.
Yeah.
But the Steelers tied to them. That's the crazy part. This is a sneaky link Lions game. The Lions are going to win this game. The Lions tied with the Steelers, beat the Vikings, and now they have to play.
But do you think Ben Roethlisberger playing that Lions game would have changed the outcome?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Instead of Mason Rudolph.
Instead of Mason getting hit in the head with a helmet, Rudolph.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think
That's going to be the difference here, bro. Kirk Cousins is going to Kirk Cousins. I'm always going to say this. Kirk is going to Kirk.
God, bro, it must be tough, bro. Like Minnesota fans.
Najee Harris going to run all over them, bro. Najee Harris. I don't think they let Justin Jefferson have the game that he had last week.
they don't have Adam Thielen as well. He's out for
He got hurt.
Oh,
I think
wow.
he hurt his ankle.
Yeah, he has a severe high ankle sprain, I think. That's
Yeah.
what they said.
He left the Lions game pretty early.
So they might be out of Dalvin Cook,
crazy, bro.
Adam Thielen, and they just have Madison and Jefferson to work with for him. That's tough.
Crazy.
Kirk Cousins is going Kirk Cousins.
On the other side, they have Najee Harris. They have Deontay. What's his name? Deontay. What's his name?
Johnson.
Deontay Johnson.
Chase Claypool.
Ebron. They got a whole arsenal over there. I don't know.
And the defense is healthy now.
Vikings still have their defense.
Not after that Lions game. I don't think they have that defense.
They let Jared Goff throw game-winning touchdowns in the last couple of seconds of the game. Hey, you know the Lions defense said there's no way we're gonna be on the field for a damn field goal to lose this game. We're gonna let them score. Jared Goff gonna come over here and win this game for us.
God,
yeah, man, we said this a lot, but like Ben Roethlisberger, he's a winner, man. He's gonna find a way, man.
Listen, sitting back actually watching Ben, the man's just old and broke down. Like the physical part, like yeah, it shows from the Ben we knew. But to play the way that he plays is you have to have a really high IQ.
Oh yeah.
He's letting this ball, even on his deep passes, he's letting it go early. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
He knows where it's going before the ball is snapped. He's like, this is what I got. If he moves, I'm flipping here and I'm sending it. So it's almost like he's catching it, taking one drop, and his arm is already winding up. You know what I'm saying? To send it almost to ease. To play the way he plays, you have to have a high IQ. Like, you have to know, like, this is what I got, this is where I'm going.
He knows that offense in and out, man. It's
yeah.
Even some of the throws that Claypool missed on, bro, like, he should have caught. You could tell Claypool ran his route different than he usually runs it.
Yeah.
But next game is the Ravens and the Browns. Ravens and the Browns got a morning game. It's going to be in Cleveland. I think the Ravens bounce back.
Yeah, I think Ravens bounce back.
I think the Ravens going to get that dub.
I think it's going to be the same score, 14-10, like they did last time.
Both touchdowns are going to be from Lamar. One to Mark Andrews and one he rushes in.
Yeah.
Like Hollywood Brown going to miss a touchdown, so it should be 21-10.
Where's so they don't have Sammy Watkins? No, they don't have who's their rookie that they have?
He's there.
Rashad Bateman.
Bateman, yeah.
Bateman's there. I think he came back like 3-4 weeks ago, but he's there.
Oh, okay.
I think he returns punts. I think he returns punts sometime.
Okay.
Jags Titans, another trap game for the Titans, and I think the Jags might win, but I'm gonna pick the Titans. But I
think Titans handle this one.
Mm-hmm.
Vrabel ain't about to let Urban Meyer breathe. Vrabel ain't about to let Urban Meyer breathe, bro.
And that's a division game, so hell no.
Who is it? Joe Judge for the Giants, Vrabel, Brian Flores, all came from under Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a
Sammy
time.
Watkins. He says Sammy Watkins scored on Sunday, so I guess he is still over there.
Yeah. He got the last CD. The one that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the time of the year where the Titans is going to turn. Well, they're going to do their thing. They're going to be too clean to mess up. I think this will be a statement game for them.
Raiders Chiefs in Kansas City.
I think Chiefs blow them out once again.
I got
you. I don't know about the Raiders, man. They lost their chance against the football team, I think.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I
Taylor,
don't think
Taylor
it's
Beer,
nothing.
Taylor Beer name is doing pretty good though.
Yeah, Taylor. He's doing this thing, bro. Raiders just fail when it comes to playing the Chiefs, man. They just do. So I can't give them no stock in this game.
I don't think they'll have Waller
it.
back either. They might have Waller
Yeah.
back this week.
Yeah. I got KC.
Ryan Edwards
Yeah.
ain't enough, dog. You ain't enough.
Yeah.
Saints Jets. It's gonna be in New York.
Good
I
God,
think the Jets might pull this one off.
I think they might pull it off.
Yeah, they just get this one too. Zach Wilson's been playing good.
Yeah.
He's been playing good. He been making some. He got a strong arm too.
Yeah,
Definitely not a Josh Allen arm because he throws off his back foot. You can tell he's just a raw quarterback, bro. He's Lamar Jackson throws, but I got the Jets in this one. Melissa also got the Jets. Yeah, another Kalani Sitake product that we don't want to see at our college.
I got the Saints.
I guess another one. Taysom Hill.
Just put together.
You ain't wrong. Taysom Hill and Zach.
Taysom Hill from BYU too. Damn.
Jets, Saints.
BYU.
Vita got the Saints. We all got the Jets. Cowboys football team. Trap game for the Cowboys.
This ain't a trap game. This is cemented on soil, baby.
Momentum is huge
Oh,
in
this is
football,
on
man.
cemented and soiled. Cowboys, Redskins, cemented or soiled.
This
Cow-
is, hey,
Hey,
if Washington wins,
The Eagles are gonna make the playoffs.
oh, y'all still have them at home at the end of the year.
We gonna beat them.
Hey, Washington wins this game. Yo, I want Dallas to fall.
Oh,
I want Dallas to fall.
I'm cheering for the Cowboys. Cowboys got to get this one.
Nah.
We need this one for us to be able to get the playoffs.
yeah, because I think Washington's in the 7th seed or 6th seed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think
we need this one. I'm picking the Cowboys outright, and I hope Zeke sits again so Tony Pollard can actually no. I'm not even gonna make the playoffs this year in fantasy. Zeke, you better come back. Mark Cooper's back. CD Lamb's back. Go out there and win this game. They don't got Chase Young. They missing Montez Sweat. The D line is not there, and they still doing a hell of a job.
yeah.
Hey, I'm picking the Cowboys on paper.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Cowboys on paper. But I'm letting y'all know this is strictly on paper.
This is for Cream City Kickback, so you ain't at the bottom
Yeah.
for the wheel
Yeah.
of consequences.
On paper. I really have a feeling the Redskins, like the Washington football team, is gonna win, bro. I really got a feeling.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think
Their name has been on the road. He beat the Bucks this year.
Cowboys gonna drop a 30 piece, bro.
30 piece.
Maybe even a 40 piece.
I think it's a close game. I think they win by like 6.
They better do them like they did us.
That's why I can't take the 40 piece, because when they played y'all, it was actually in Dallas. I'm not gonna give them that power away. I'm not giving them that power away.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. That'll be interesting to watch. That'll be a soiled or cemented. I think if the Cowboys win, they have cemented their spot in the playoffs. Washington loses. You soiled it, dog.
Man.
Yep.
Next game of the week, the Toilet Bowl.
Facts. Toilet bowl.
No matter who win or lose this game. But
Panthers win this week, then we beat the Bills next week, and we're back in the playoff picture, baby.
I gotta pick the Falcons, dog. Oh no.
You gotta think about this.
I gotta take the Falcons.
Nah. No way.
Nah, I think the Falcons though. No, I think Matt Ryan finds a way to slow that one.
I think the coaching in Carolina finds a way to soil it for them.
Well, we got the same lineup now. Beyond missing Joe Brady, we didn't have CMC when we played the Falcons the first time, and that was at Atlanta. We at home now. Off a bye week, we lose off a bye week. Yeah, Matt Rule better be fired in the parking lot.
In the parking lot.
Soon as that clock hits 000, fired.
Yeah, you better be fired in the parking lot. So,
yeah, I don't know who I'm gonna pick that game. Seahawks Texans, last of the morning games, man. I got the Seahawks. The 1 week I didn't pick them because the last 3 weeks they let me down. They come out and beat a division rival. I don't think I picked one time. I picked one time against the Seahawks, and I think it was when I don't know who they played. The Packers?
No,
did y'all play the Packers? Did they play y'all this year?
We
I think that was
shut them out.
That was the 1 week I did. No way, I did pick Seattle because it was at home and it was an ugly game. Both ran. That was when Russ returned and Aaron Rodgers returned, and it was an ugly game. I picked the Seahawks at home. See, man, I've been picking the Seahawks all year, and then I say, okay, they got the 49ers. I'm going to pick the 49ers, and then Russ comes out, and they win the game.
Yep.
I think they played Green Bay and Lambeau.
Yeah, they played Green Bay.
Yeah, they played at Green Bay, and we shut them out.
So dumb. So dumb. Yeah, I'm picking Seattle. Then we got Broncos and Detroit. I don't think Detroit gets a win the rest of the season. They got their one win that they wanted to get. So I'm going to go with Denver. I think we're all going to go with Denver on this one.
Take Denver.
Then we got the Giants and the Chargers. Trap game for the Chargers, question mark?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
When I last checked, reported to be out. So
who's gonna be out?
Daniel Jones.
Oh,
I think they're gonna just go ahead and play with the backup.
Gonna be a similar situation to Philly last week, man. Everybody's like, man, Philly, man, Minshew mania. Nah, bro, they just playing for Jalen Hurts, and they came out and they got Minshew.
Yeah. So
they was playing the defenses against Minshew that they were planning to play against Jalen Hurts, and got torched. I got the Chargers. I think we all got the Chargers in this one.
Yeah.
The next on Cemented or Soiled, also redemption game that Vito was talking about earlier in the segments. 49ers versus the Bengals in Cincy.
I feel like the 49ers could get this game, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a close game. It gives me the same type of feel with the Bengals playing the Chargers. But I just being at home and feeling like some of the factors of why the Bengals lost are pretty much kind of close to fix. You know what I'm saying? Easily, like you could just fix those, catch your ball. Remember the first pick, Burrow threw Jamar Chase had a touchdown and dropped it. It popped in the air and the DB caught it. So like that was a swing. I'm going with the Bengals this one.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Bengals this week. I look at what the 49ers did last week. They played the best game of their season. 49ers played the best game of this whole season. They played the best game this whole season. And they lost. Offensively.
I think their best game was against the Rams.
Oh yeah, Rams game was good.
They blew out the Rams.
But I think as far as like Jimmy Garoppolo being in a close, high pressure situation, we call him a game manager, not a game winner. He made all the right throws. He made all the right decisions.
I seen they had
Kittle had a huge game.
Call. I seen Frisco fans say that there was a holding in the end zone on a touchdown pass that they didn't call, and people was kind of mad about that.
Frisco fans always complain about something.
Yeah.
Draymond didn't kick him in the nuts.
Yeah. You got Bills Bucks.
He didn't. I don't know.
Bills Bucks. I think the Bucks come out on top in this one.
Yeah, it'll be a close game. I think this will be a close game now.
Yeah.
Packers Bears. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Bills Bucks.
I think Leonard Fournette just finds a way to run them over the whole game.
He's who I want to stop. He's who I want to stop. If I'm the Bills, he's who I want to. I want Tom to. Tom's going to throw the same amount of times he's going to throw. But if Fournette, more as a receiver, like he's getting a lot of his work out of the backfield catching the ball.
Focus on not Fournette. Who he is.
Yeah. Focus on Fournette and go in and I think you have the Bills have the defense that could naturally match up with a Tampa and a KC easy. You know what I'm saying? Way easier than what they did against the Pats team that's just going to sit there and run the ball like the Colts and dominate in that area. So I don't think they'll have a matchup problem when it comes to having a matchup with Tom wanting to throw the ball. I just think you sit down there and you say, hey, we're going to stop Fournette. And I think that's who you make Evans and Godwin have to go get these 10, 11 catches that everybody thinks they get every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make them go do that.
This full time is on pace for 5,050 touchdowns. The last time he did that was the Randy Moss season.
Yeah, when they went undefeated.
Yeah, they went undefeated and then got beat by the Giants.
Boo!
The Bears and the Packers. Do we even need to talk about this game?
Hell no. We own the Bears.
We know the Bears are going to win.
I still own you. Yeah, man.
Discount double check.
Packers get their dub. And Packers will get their win. But what I'm most intrigued about looking at this is between the Bucks, Packers, and Cardinals is eventually is one of them going to just ease up and say, you know what? I'm content with winning my division. I'm not going to fight for that number 1 seed.
I think it's going to be Green Bay.
Yeah, I think it'll be Green Bay too. I think the Cards did all their resting these last 6 weeks.
Yeah, so I think we're going to ease up a little bit because we do have a little tough stretch with Baltimore and Cleveland still. So, and we're not that good against the run. So I think we ease up on our last
being Green Bay, be like, well, we went to Arizona and we won.
We swept the NFC West.
Yeah.
We swept the NFC West.
Yeah,
we're good.
And I know some people try not, but it is a factor. I don't think you don't mind being the Packers being like, if I got to play in Tampa or Arizona, I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, weather's not going to bother me there. Weather's going to bother people if they come here.
Plus, I mean, that Aaron Rodgers told, that's a matter of, do you continue to keep it playing and keep it consistent, or do you let it sit for a whole week and bye week and give it treatment? You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much treatment you can do for a broken toe without just letting it sit for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see, man. We'll see. Plus, I think, the Cardinals did all their resting the last 6 weeks, having Lamar, Kyler Murray out. Hop has been out the last 4 or 5 weeks. John Connor should be back. John Connor, the Terminator. Because he hoodwinked everybody. He was Arnold in Pittsburgh, and then he went over to Arizona and he became the Terminator.
I think he leads the league in touchdowns right now.
Yep. Well, last I heard, he was like 13, 14.
Uh-huh.
Last game of the week on Monday night, Rams-Cardinals. That's going to be a big game. If the Rams
I think Rams get that. I think Rams get it.
The Cardinals.
I don't know.
12
That's going to be tough.
12 years Stafford has been in the league, and he's only won 9 games against winning teams that are 5 games above 500.
That's true. I think this year,
12 years, and he's only won 9 games against teams that are 5 games above 500.
This year he's 1-3 against playoff teams right now. I think the only team they won was the Buccaneers, and that's in the beginning of the year where, that's not the.
That's also Sean McVay's fault, bro. Because I mean, if we were to look at Jared Goff's record against those same teams, I think that's Sean McVay's fault. You got to run the ball, bro. You got Darrell Henderson and Sony Michel, who you traded for. You don't want to run the ball. I understand you got Beckham. I understand you got Cup. I understand you got some Van Jefferson out there. Run the ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's week 14 to review. That's a soiled it or cemented. That moves us into the MVP ladder. We talked about this a little bit last week, real briefly, with who our MVP candidates are realistically.
Yeah.
Because we have our TTE MVPs, and then we have our realistic MVPs who's probably going to end up getting it. It ain't going to be no wide receiver.
Yeah. So when we come to the ladder, we all said that it was Brady, Rodgers, and Lamar. I'm going to come to y'all and say Lamar can no longer be eligible for an MVP.
He's not. Yeah, I agree.
So Lamar is 100% off the list. Right now, Matt Stafford, 100% off the list. Josh Allen, 100% off the list. The only other person I think that, and I'll give them the next couple of weeks to fight themselves in, is Kyler. But I do hold the fact that Kyler was out 3 games and his team didn't really miss him too much. So I'll give him, because I know this next stretch for them is going to be tough, I can give him a fair enough level ground to say, hey, if you put these 4 games together, there could really be an argument to put you down as MVP. But right now, my MVP at number 1 is Rodgers over Brady.
Okay.
That's who I have. I have Rodgers over Brady. You flip it, I wouldn't argue. I would pick Rodgers over Brady. And then after a couple steps, I would go Kyler. Right now, I just honestly think it's a 2-man race. Brady.
I just think due to just politics, I think he's not gonna get it. I think it's just gonna be straight up Brady right now.
That's politics. This is a MVP. We don't give a damn about their politics.
I agree with that for sure. I mean, I do have Rodgers at number 1. I do have Brady at number 2. The other one, for the sake of putting him in the conversation because of the numbers, because of his team's records, is Diggs. Do I think he could jump any one of those 2? No. I think it's a 2-man race. It's definitely a 2-man race. I don't think Kyler can fight his way in there. It's a 2-man race with a very, very far third being Diggs. Trevon Diggs. He got to be in there.
Okay.
I think Taylor got to be in there too eventually. I know he has a great online, but he has to do the rest.
Granted, I do think if Derrick Henry stayed healthy all season, the fact that he was 300-400 yards ahead of everybody, at that point in when he got injured, I mean, 2K might have been hit. He might have been the MVP this year. Granted, he hit 2K before, and he wasn't even in the conversation.
Yeah. So so if we go back to the conversation we had, I got a feeling that the very second that Green Bay locks up their division and locks up their spot, that they don't say we gotta chill. Like, we gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? And they'll take 2-3 games off and be like, Rodgers, get 100%. Smith, get 100%. Like, we're not playing. We got the division. Cool. We don't care about the rest. We're ready to go. So I wouldn't be shocked if the last 2-3 games, once it's locked up, they're like, yo, you see Jordan Love getting to play, because they like, you know what I'm saying, they're ready for the playoffs. That's what they're playing for.
Yeah, if the Steelers win against the Vikings and Packers win against the Bears, Packers win the division. That's how it goes. That was it.
So they'll be in regardless.
And the Bucks, so for the Bucks, it's the Bucks win the next 2 games, they lock it up. They lock up the division.
So we just need the Vikings to lose again.
Yeah,
they will.
So
they will.
Yeah.
If not because of if their quarterback, because of their coach.
So that's where we're at with that.
That's the MVP ladder.
But then Arizona's the one that has the tough road ahead. Like, Arizona.
This is where they get beat up.
Because somebody's gonna miss. Because again, if Frisco wins, they still hold the tiebreaker over the Rams. If Frisco wins and the Rams lose, like, it's gonna be a real tough race to the end of the year for them. So I think that's where it gets tough. if Rams lose and 49ers win, that division is gonna get real tight, and Arizona won't be allowed to relax because they might lose their way out of the number 1 spot. So
we'll see what happens, man. It's gonna be interesting next couple of weeks. Week 14 coming up with 4 weeks after that until the end of the season, and then we go into the playoffs. And we got Cream City, February 10th to 14th. We might have a vlog up that week, unedited vlog, or maybe just a vlog that I'll edit the week after.
Yeah, you have the standings update.
Oh yeah, the standings update.
All right, standings update. Sitting at the top. Been at the top for damn near the whole year.
Ooh.
up there.
Ooh.
Second, Mook. He's been on fire the last few weeks, man. He took my second spot.
He been sneaky working his way from the middle all the way up.
Third spot, is Mr. Moonwalk. We in here, big chilling.
Ooh.
At the fourth spot is Vita.
Let's go.
Overtook Soy over there. Soy's about to soil it.
It's gonna be. Hey, next week we're gonna have cemented or soiled for TTE Cream City.
Fifth is Soy right here.
We safe though.
Big chilling.
We safe.
Yeah, and the danger zone, 6 and 7. Stefan, and the first lock of Cream City Kickback is Deuce.
The first lock of the wheel spinners is the one and only Deuce.
10 toes down. 10 toes down. You are the lock for sure.
I hope he hits the spin again. I hope he hits the spin again.
Oh god!
Because he was at
the top
first couple weeks, man, and he was glowing. Big chilling.
He got me tripping, stumbling.
Oh my god, bro! He really just fell.
All because his name is 10 Toes.
Sefa and Deuce. They were at the top of the leaderboard at the first 3 weeks.
Me and Polly was last for like the first 5 weeks.
Yeah, and we came up big time.
Oh yeah.
So that's the stand. That's the Cream City Kickback standings. Deuce, sorry, my guy, you're gonna have to spin that wheel, dog. You are the first lock.
You are going to be the weakest link. And I am hoping he hits that spin again on the wheel.
Oh god.
But that's pretty much it for the episode, y'all. Y'all got any final thoughts?
No final thoughts.
Oh man, go back, go. Vikings, go Vikings.
Ooh.
Gonna be a crazy game, man.
Ooh.
Football team's gonna win.
Damn. I hope you pick them this week and I don't. And I pick the Cowboys and the Cowboys win. I hope all my picks win. So
on paper, it's going to be Cowboys.
Yeah.
In spirit, it's going to be the football team.
Yeah, the football team.
All right, man. We'll be back on Thursday for our NBA edition. We got some interesting stuff up ahead. Just kind of give y'all a sneak peek. We'll be talking about Damian Lillard's apparent request to play with Ben Simmons. We know that's not going to be in another city because if he had to choose another city, he ain't going to another city to play with Ben Simmons. That's just what it is. We'll probably be talking a little bit more about we'll just give y'all a peek at that. We'll give y'all a peek at that. We'll drop the episode on Thursday, episode 28. 2 episodes away from Creamies with Pale.
Yeah.
Creamies with Pale. Look for that segment every 10 episodes. We'll probably throw it on TikTok. You know, the Creamy that SOiLED decides to release. So follow us on TikTok. Follow us on all the socials, man. Y'all know the deal. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on the tubes.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all.
Let's go, baby. Thank you for being with us. Out.